Hey y'all, and welcome to Monter's Market, and welcome to the Bloom with Grace Challenge. This is so near and dear to my heart because it is the very first challenge that I've ever come up with on my own, and I am so proud to say that it's been very successful. And this month's theme is poinsettias. So Mama Mia DIY is my co-host, and there will be a playlist, and we'll talk more about this through the video, but let's get into DIY number one. So for DIY number one, I made this cute little house that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I took my heat gun to take that little piece off there and get the glue off, and ended up seeing that I could pull the paper off. So I pulled the paper off and got it really clean. Then I went in with the white Waverly chalk paint and gave it a really good coat of paint. And while that was drying, I went to my Cricut. Oh no, I did paint the little rooftop thing in the antique wax and just darkened it up a little bit. Then I went to my Cricut and made this stencil right here that says, "It's the most wonderful time of the year." And it was sort of in the shape of a Christmas tree. And then I also made a stencil for a poinsettia, since that's our thing, and I put it down on my little house and got ready to stencil it. And I should have sanded it down because it was really rough and I had some bleeds, but I'm going to show you how easy it is to fix those. So I left it in here. I almost was like, I'm not even going to put that in the video with those bleeds, but the fix is so easy, and I want you guys to see that, you know, we all make mistakes. So here I'm going in with some of that black chalkboard paint that is my new favorite black paint, and just daubing up and down. Now, when you are stenciling, daub up and down and you'll have less runs. But now if you see right here, I just took a little tiny brush with some white Waverly chalk paint, and I'm just going over the little parts that shouldn't be there, and look how clean it looks. You can't even tell that it was messed up. So then I go in with this Pesto chalk paste from Couture. If you know me, you know that Couture is my absolute favorite thing right now. And this Pesto green is my favorite green for Christmas this year. And I used it in place of paint, and it worked perfectly. And then on top of that, I put the stencil for the red, and I used the crimson Waverly chalk paint, daubed it on there, and made my little poinsettia for that little piece. And then I went in with some of the white Waverly chalk paint and just sort of filled in the little spot in the middle. I did have a stencil for that, but I was scared it would pull my paint up if I put it down, so I just kind of drew them on by hand and just kind of played it with myself. Then I took my sanding block, sanded it down to rough it up a little bit, and took my white Waverly chalk paint and sort of dusted over everything. And I wish I would have stopped right there, but I didn't. And I took some of that antique wax on a brush that was still on the brush and sort of called myself distressing it, but I should have left it alone right there. And really wish I had have. It doesn't look horrible, but it definitely looked better without it. So anyway, again, I'm showing you all of this to show you that everything's not perfect, and sometimes we just got to go with the flow. But anyway, once I got that done, I added my little rooftop back and grabbed some poinsettia stems from the Dollar Tree and deconstructed them and just sort of pieced a little flower for the top of it together with the poinsettia and just different pieces that came off of that particular pick. And I think I added a pine cone and some other stuff in there. And then once I did that, this was done, and I thought it turned out super cute. Even though I wasn't real happy with that brown on top of it, it still looks really, really cute in my opinion. So I would love to know what you think about this down in the comments below. Now let's get into my second DIY for our poinsettia theme. I really, really love the second one. I think the second one's probably going to be my favorite. I didn't realize I showed you this for this long. Here we go. So for DIY number 2, I made this cute little cross sign. And I don't know why everybody calls it a cross sign, because it's not a cross, it's an arrow sign. But anyway, I took 3 of these arrows from the Dollar Tree and a 3-foot measuring stick or paint stir stick or whatever you want to call it from the Home Depot. You can get 3 of them for 98 cents. I painted one of them in white, one of them in the Waverly crimson chalk paint, and then the other one in that beautiful green Pesto chalk paint from Couture. And here is the Pesto. Y'all, if you have seen my videos before, you know I'm obsessed with this color. If you are here from the playlist from somebody else's channel, and for some reason you've never ever been to Monner's Market, my name is Brenda, but my sweet, sweet grandbabies call me Monner, so that's where Monner's Market came from. Now I'm just taping off a little spot on the white one to put some chalkboard paint down so that I can make a little spot to put days until Christmas, like how many days are there. And then I'm using one of my Couture transfers that actually says days until Christmas on the green. I'm using my bright white chalk paste, and I'm putting that on. I'm going to slow down and let you watch the reveal in real time, because y'all know this is my favorite part. I can't take it. Look. Oh my God. Oh, I love it. Love, 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 love it. And then I take another one and go to my red one, and I'm just going to put some random ornaments on that with the bright white chalk paste. And again, I'm going to slow it down and let you watch. Now, I want you to see something. I was in a hurry and I've messed up on the bottom right there. Do you see that? But I'm going to show you again, after I put this other ornament on there, how super duper easy it is to fix these little mistakes. Before, I would have repainted over with red and started over. But now I just take this super duper little fine paintbrush, add some red paint to it, and look, you can't even tell that anything was messed up. Like, I totally went in and fixed everything, and you can't even tell it. Once I did that, I got my stick, and I took a baby wipe and my antique wax by Waverly, put some on the tip of it, and it brings out the wood so incredibly beautifully. I know that you can get stains and stuff, and I have probably 30 cans of different colors of stain, but this dries so much quicker and it works beautifully. Then I put my little things together, my arrows on my little stick right there. And of course, we're doing poinsettias, so I needed to add a couple of poinsettias. So I go in, deconstruct a couple of more of those picks, and add it to that white arrow. And then once I get it like I want it, then I go in and I just, in chalk, write 25. When you see my 25, you're going to know why I either chalk couture everything or stencil everything, because this girl has the most horrible handwriting. I mean, I am a nurse, but you would think I was a doctor with my handwriting. It sucks, but it is what it is, and chalk couture saves me. But anyway, broke my little piece of chalk right there, but I just put my 25 on there, and we can change that. Then I took one of these little milk bottles from the Dollar Tree, filled it up with some of their shredded paper, and it really held that stick and this whole little arrow sign in there perfectly. And I thought it was going to be too small to hold it in there, but it's still standing. I'm sitting here looking at it right now, and it's so cute. But I added some little picks and different things and some ribbon. I was having a hard time keeping it up, but I got saved at the last minute by my beautiful Macy girl, one of my granddaughters, our princess. Thank you, Macy, for helping me right there. And she held it in place while I got everything finished. And look how cute that turned out. I think it's adorable. It's my first ever sign using these arrows. I love the way that turned out. Now let's get into the last DIY number 3, and it's this cute little poinsettia Christmas tree. This was the quickest, easiest thing I've ever done. I took these picks from the Dollar Tree and literally just started deconstructing everything. That tree is probably, I don't know, probably maybe 1.5 feet tall. And I took the poinsettias, I mean, not poinsettias, but the pine cones that I got from the Dollar Tree, and I just wrapped them around and around and around that tree. Once I got the pine cones wrapped around the tree, I took my hot glue gun that I got from the Dollar Tree, y'all. If you don't know, you can get a stinking glue gun from the Dollar Tree for $1 that works just like the ones that you can get for $5 or $6 at Walmart. Anyway, I took the picks, deconstructed them because they were so much easier to work with that way, and just sort of stuck them all kind of around down in the tree. And then I started adding my white poinsettias to the tree. And once I did that, I believe I was done at that point. And this just turned out so stinking cute. And to me, it looks really, really high end. It is beautiful. And I was so proud to put it on my shelf and display it because, well, just look, you'll see in just a minute when it's done how pretty it turned out. So be sure to let me know down in the comments what you think about my third and final DIY. Don't forget to go visit Mama Mia DIY, show her some love on her page, and then go to the playlist link and watch what everybody else has for you today. We all worked really, really hard to bring this playlist together for you. So I hope you enjoy it. If you're not already subscribed to Monner's Market, now would be a good time to reach down and click the subscribe button. If you like what you see, definitely give it a big thumbs up if you've liked my video today. And leave me a comment. I always try to comment you back. Sometimes it takes me a little while to get back to you than others, but I will always try to comment you back. But for now, I am going to hush and let you see my final reveal. But thank you for coming to Monner's Market. Thank you for watching. Be blessed. Watch till the end of the video so